On a typically overcast day in London, young Noah finds herself faced with a decision that could change the course of her life. A sleek car pulls up, and Zach, the loyal chauffeur of the luxurious estate where she now lives, arrives to inform her that Nick, her stepbrother, has sent him to bring her home. But defying expectations, Noah refuses to return and instead decides to join Zach at an underground party. There, she meets Tom, a stranger who offers her a drink. Naively, she accepts it, unaware he's spiked it with drugs. As she tries to get her bearings, she spots Nick in an intimate moment with other girls. Acting on impulse, Noah throws the drink in his face, sparking a heated argument. Soon after, the effects of the drug begin to kick in. Dazed and vulnerable, Noah is rescued by Nick, who immediately realizes something is wrong. When he learns that Tom had drugged her, Nick confronts him and resolves the situation with force before taking Noah home. While helping her into bed, Nick notices old scars on her body, silent clues to a painful past. The next morning, though still weak, Noah is resentful and threatens to tell William, Nick's father, about what happened. Nick stops her. Driven by curiosity and mistrust, she investigates Nick online and discovers he supposedly has a girlfriend. Determined to uncover the truth, she sneaks into his room but is caught. Embarrassed, she flees. Not long after, Noah receives an anonymous video showing her ex-boyfriend Dan hugging her best friend. Furious, she decides to go out with Nick. They arrive at a parking lot filled with race cars. Here, Noah reveals her deep knowledge of the racing world. Speed runs through her veins. She meets Jenna and her boyfriend Leon, illegal street racers and friends of Nick. Leon lets it slip that Nick also fights underground. During an event, Noah shocks everyone by taking the wheel of Nick's car and beating Ronnie, a recently released criminal. Enraged by the loss, Ronnie starts a fight, only stopped by the arrival of the police. Back at the mansion, Noah and Nick share a quiet connection. She thanks him for helping her get back at Dan, and later feels jealous upon hearing that Nick plans to see Maddie. But upon arriving with William, she discovers Maddie is actually Nick's younger sister. During an emotional visit, she meets Nick's estranged mother. He explains he can only see Maddie if he stays out of trouble. When Noah confronts him about the alleged girlfriend, he clarifies that she's just a friend. That night, Nick confesses his feelings, and they share an intimate moment, interrupted by Maddie. Yet, their pasts continue to haunt them. Dan unexpectedly shows up, invited by Noah's mother. Though she allows him to stay, Noah seeks refuge in Nick's arms, begging him to get rid of Dan. Without hesitation, Nick offers Dan money to leave. Soon after, the long-awaited rematch between Nick and Ronnie takes place, but as Noah emotionally distances herself, Nick abandons the fight to go after her. Furious, Ronnie steals Nick's car and escapes. The next day, during Nick's birthday celebration, the couple shares another intimate moment, interrupted by Noah's mother. Still, their relationship deepens, and Noah surprises Nick with an opportunity to compete in a professional race. On their way back, Ronnie attacks again, and Nick convinces her to keep the incident a secret. The story heats up in Ibiza, where the group celebrates Nick's birthday. At a club, Nick loses control when he sees Noah dancing with another man, reacting violently. His aggression triggers traumatic memories in Noah, prompting her to distance herself. Back in London during a party, she's locked in a room by Nick's ex and suffers a panic attack. Realizing she's missing, Nick finds and comforts her. It's in that moment Noah reveals her deepest truth. She and her mother were abused by her father, Travis, who is now in prison. Their bond grows stronger. Leon suddenly appears, badly injured, and warns of new danger. William sends Noah and Jenna to a hotel for safety. At the same time, the police inform them that Travis has been released and that Ronnie was working for him. The threat becomes real when Ronnie kidnaps Noah in an elevator. Travis soon arrives, taking her hostage and demanding a ransom. Nick remembers the tracker in the car Ronnie stole, finds Noah, and races to her rescue. In a violent confrontation, Nick is stabbed but fights back, knocking Ronnie out and chasing after Travis. During a high-speed pursuit, Noah crashes into Travis's car to stop him. As he raises a weapon, police arrive and shoot him. Weeks later, with Nick recovering, he and Noah share a tender moment by the pool under unexpected rain. Their relationship remains a secret, hidden from the adults in their lives. At this point, their emotional connection echoes stories like Dear John, where love blossoms amidst chaos. Fun fact, many of the racing scenes were inspired by real events from London's underground car scene, lending authenticity to the story's visual tone. When Noah accepts the drink from Tom, it's clear how dangerous that moment was. Personally, I'd never take a drink from a stranger at an unsupervised party. On the flip side, I really admire her bravery when she takes the wheel during the race, a true turning point that redefines her identity. Her ability to confront her trauma and not let it define her is one of the story's most powerful elements. And it's fascinating how love and violence seem to constantly orbit around Nick. If you made it this far, be sure to like and subscribe to support the channel. It really helps me bring more stories like this your way. See you in the next video.